Hello friends, today I will be discussing structures from chemistry in everyday life as per class 12 NCERT textbook chemistry part 2. The aim of this video is to motivate you and inspire you that the structures in this chapter are not so difficult to learn and they can be memorized with good practice. Since we will be discussing about structures, there is nothing much to explain, but I will guide you through the structures and tell you maybe at some places how to remember them. Before you see this chapter, I would like to advise you that you read the chapter, learn the examples given under various subheadings, and see this lecture so that you can learn the structure separately and the examples separately. This video will be recorded in 2 parts and the PDF of these structures will be provided in description. So let's get started. So the different topics covered here are antacids, antihistamines, neurologically active drugs, which are further divided into tranquilizers and analgesics, antimicrobials, which are further divided under two antibiotics, antiseptics, disinfectants. Then we have anti-fertility drugs and artificial sweetening agents. So next. Here, before we start, I would like to tell a few points. Wherever nitrogen is used without fulfilling its valency, it means that sufficient number of H are added to it in order to fulfill its normal valency. But they are not shown in the structures. You'll understand this once we see the structures. After discussion of the structures, I suggest you to cross-check the structures from the textbook. Please note this, the way the structures are written are hacks for remembering only and may not strictly follow IUPAC rules. So let's start. First we have antacids. Under this category we have histamine, cimetidine and ranitidine, which is also called Zantac. So for histamine you could start off with a 5-membered ring like this. And at these positions, you could attach N like this, N, and top double bond like this, and then this. So basically, if you remember the structure now, here also the structure repeats. Other than this, there is a here the hydrogen is replaced by a methyl group here like this, and this structure, if you remember. The structure, if you remember, then the structure is repeating here as well. If you can see that here only there is an N and a cyanide group here, and here there is a nitro group. So this is pyrrole. Drawing pyrrole is not very difficult. This is a 5-membered ring with oxygen and 2 double bonds. Okay, this is an aromatic ring, and we connect this group in this manner. Okay, so under this, what first you should know first how to draw this one. If you know how to draw this one, this is just an auxiliary group attached to it. This you should memorize. If you know this one, you can draw this, and please remember this part, because this part is common here also, as you can see, and this is the auxiliary part which you must be memorizing, these 2 parts. And here similarly, instead of this ring, we have pyrrole. And the structure is similar. So once you learn this, you will be able to draw this, and just remember that this is pyrrole, and you have 2 auxiliary groups attached here and here. Next, we have antihistamines. Under antihistamines, the examples are terfenadine and bromophenyramine. Terfenadine is also called Seldane, and this is the key. You should remember Seldane or terfenadine. You should remember both S. Please remember this S, because once you draw this S, the structure is very simple. Once you know this S, just attach OH like this and up N like this. Then you could draw tertiary You could draw benzene like this, and then the tertiary butyl group. Next we could draw here a 6-membered ring, and this part you could learn. So basically, for remembering the structure, you can remember this. The structures I have drawn in this way because you shouldn't get confused whether between nitrogen and this carbon, how many carbons were there? Were there 2 carbons or 3 carbons? You shouldn't have that confusion. Just in case you want to mark up this structures with utmost perfection. Next, we go to bromophenyramine. This bromo should give you a hint of bromine being present in the molecule. So first you draw bromobenzene like this, and then you need to draw pyridine. Okay, pyridine like this. After drawing pyridine, what I want you to do is you should draw the structure in such a way that if you could have connected just for remembering sake, if you could have connected this both nitrogen and this nitrogen, then this would form a 6-membered ring. So now you know how many carbons were actually present between this this carbon and this nitrogen. You shouldn't get confused there. So you can remember like this. So we'll go to the next one. Neurologically active drugs. Here we have first category tranquilizers, and next we have analgesics. First let's read tranquilizers. We have antidepressants here. Here there are 2 examples, iprionizid and phenelzine. Iprionizid, this I should give you a hint of small I. If you can see, this looks like an I with this title being oxygen here, and this part being connected to pyridine in this fashion. It is being connected, and here you have 2 nitrogen. So basically you could draw like this, and then this, then it's simple. No, it's this part is self-explanatory actually, and then you have pyridine. Please remember, you connect pyridine here, not anywhere else. Next we have phenelzine as the example. So you could draw phenelzine either like this or either like this. It's up to you how you want to remember. And here also now, if you see, this carbon can be connected to nitrogen to form a 6-membered ring like this, but they are not connected in reality. Just for the sake of remembering and just to be sure of the number of carbons, I have drawn the structure in this fashion. And similarly, if you want to remember this as a 5-membered ring, you could just write pH like this, and this would be implying this one only. So next one. Now here under tension relieving, we have chlordiazepoxide, meprobamate, and equanil. I'll come to this. First we'll do meprobamate and equanil. So for drawing this structure, you could just draw like this simply. First do a W, draw a W, then at the ends put oxygen, and like this. Okay. Now put oxygens like this, and then NH2 and NH2. Okay, H2 is there. Okay. Now what you should do is, for equanil, since equa implies being equal, you could remember like that. This both are going to be equal on both the sides. Now for meprobamate, add ethyl group like this. So some people might argue that this is also symmetric on both sides and all, but I am telling it for remembering purpose only. I have drawn this structure in this manner. Here it looks symmetric, and here it doesn't look symmetric. Okay, so I think you have understood what I am trying to say. And next we go to chlordiazepoxide. Now chlordiazepoxide the chlor should give you an idea of chlorine being present in the compound. So first what you will do is, you will draw a 7-membered ring like this. and at this positions attach nitrogen like this. Okay, so basically my aim is to draw this group, this group. My aim is to draw this group. So on this part, for this side, attach chlorobenzene in this manner. Means yeah, like this, and then could attach double bonds like this, and then this part you must memorize somehow. I'm just showing you the way how you could draw the structures, and okay, this part you should remember the position of this double bonds and the groups attached here and here. The structure, if you learn perfectly, you can tackle valium here easily. So we are done with the tension relieving drugs, which are chlordiazepoxide, meprobamate and equinol. Let's go to the next one. Hypnotics. Under hypnotics we have veronal. So this, if you can see this, the structure seems to be very simple if it's drawn like this. First what you do, draw a 6-membered ring like this, put nitrogen here like this, okay, and at alternate positions put double bond O at alternate positions, okay, and then you'll be connecting two ethyl groups like this, okay. So this looks something like a person with 2 hands like this and 2 legs. You can see the correlation, this being the hands and this being the legs. So it's just a way of remembering. You could always find your ways of remembering. Now coming to valium, its structure is very similar to chlordiazepoxide. So here what varies is this part. Actually here also double bond phenyl group is there, double bond phenyl group is there. The thing that varies from that structure and this structure is here. Here you have an oxygen connected, but for this nitrogen you don't have an oxygen connected. Similarly, here you have methyl nitrogen connected like this to this carbon, but here you have a doubly bonded oxygen. For this nitrogen, here in the previous structure there was a double bond here. Now you have a methyl group connected here like this. You can see it. So you could mark up one of the structures of chlordiazepoxide and valium, and you could make corresponding changes to get the other structure. Now let's go to serotonin. Here first you should draw a phenol. First you draw a phenol, okay. Next what you should do is form 5-membered rings like this, okay, like this, okay. Don't connect this one, you'll know the reason. Don't connect this, and at end positions here and here attach nitrogen, okay. So serotonin is simple. First what you should draw a phenol group and then 5-membered ring. First 5-membered ring, and you should draw the other part, this 2 carbons and nitrogen, in such a way that this if I connect this carbon with this nitrogen, it looks like a 5-membered ring, okay. So this completes our serotonin. So analgesics onwards I will discuss in second video. Thank you.